Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Ronnie Show. Today we're going to be talking about some NHL scores. We have some NBA action, MLB, and then USHL action. We'll start off with the NHL, and we'll go to last night's games. There was only two last night. The Islanders won 3-0 over the Canadiens, and then the Panthers beat the Jets 6-1. And then today, there's a game going on right now, Minnesota at St. Louis. That game's tied up at 0. Let's see, the Bruins lead the Penguins 2-1. Or they beat them, I should say. And then the Rangers beat the Red Wings 4-0. Then the Predators beat the Blackhawks 4-3. And then some games coming up later today. Golden Knights are at the Oilers. Flyers are at the Sabres. Capitals are at the Canadiens. Maple Leafs are at the Senators. Jets are at the Lightning. Sharks are at the Stars. Hurricanes are at the Avalanche. The Coyotes are at the Flames. The Devils are at the Kraken. And then the Blue Jackets are at the Kings. Last night's NBA games were in the playoffs now in the NBA. This was the final of the play-in games. The Hawks beat the Cavaliers 107-101. Then the Pelicans beat the Clippers 105-101. Excuse me. Right now, the first round of the playoffs, we have the Jazz beating the Mavericks 95-91. The Timberwolves are at the Grizzlies. Should be starting right about now. And then the Raptors are at the 76ers, and then the Nuggets are at the Warriors later tonight and this afternoon. Some MLB scores. Last night, the Mets beat the Diamondbacks 10-3. The Twins beat the Red Sox 8-4. The Nationals beat the Pirates 7-2. The Marlins beat the Phillies 7-1. The Orioles beat the Yankees in 11 innings 2-1. The Blue Jays beat the A's 4-1. The Giants beat the Guardians 4-1. The White Sox beat the Rays 3-2. The Angels beat the Rangers 9-6. The Tigers beat the Royals 2-1. The Cardinals beat the Brewers 10-1. The Rockies beat the Cubs 6-5. The Braves beat the Padres 5-2. The Mariners beat the Astros 11-1. And then the Dodgers beat the Reds 3-1. We'll take a look at some USHL scores. Last night, Muskegon beat Team USA 5-4. And then, in overtime, Chicago beat Youngstown 3-2. Last night, we beat Des Moines 4-0. Alex Tracy, his third shutout on the year, and we'll get to that game and then preview tonight's game. Sioux City back in Des Moines tonight. Waterloo beat Sioux Falls 7-3. Really not a surprise there. Daniel Sambuco, he got 2 goals on the night. Then Fargo absolutely tearing up Lincoln 9-4. I don't know why. They have just played terribly throughout this month of April. I mean, we beat them earlier in the month twice. I mean, they were up 4-1 on us, and then things went downhill from then on out. I mean, Lincoln lost that game 7-4, and then we beat them in Lincoln the next night 5-1. I mean, that was just crazy. I mean, really. Let's see here. Brett Link 2 goals, Felix Gavars 2 goals. And then Dubuque tearing up Green Bay 2, 9-4. And then in overtime, Cedar Rapids beat Madison 1-0. Then Tri-City beat Omaha 6-2. Graham Gamache, he had a hat trick in that game. Alright, well, we will review last night's game between Des Moines and Sioux City, like we do every week. As you know, we called that game right here on my YouTube channel. Oh, I'm so tired, but, really nothing happened much the first period. Really nothing throughout the whole game besides the goals and then the fight we had in the third. But other than that, it was a pretty boring game. I mean, the first period, well, first we'll take a look at shots. Sioux City had 34 shots, Des Moines had 15. I mean, Des Moines, they were getting to Sioux City early in that game, in that first period, but, you know, they weren't really taking any shots. Well, they did take a few, but it was only 7 shots on goal, and then they only got 4 for the next 2 periods, so it was kind of an easy night for Tracy, but that's just because he had good defense right out in front of him. So, yeah. Let's see here. What else should I talk about? Well, tonight at 8 p.m. you'll see a Sale of the Century, and then you will also see at 9 p.m. will be live special coverage of our special post game coverage of. Well, first we'll go to tonight's games first and foremost. Sioux City at Des Moines will have special post-game coverage of that game. Tri-Cities at Sioux Falls, Muskegon's at Team USA, Lincoln's at Fargo, Chicago's at Youngstown, Omaha is at Waterloo, Green Bay's at Dubuque, and then Cedar Rapids is at Madison. So, yeah, those are the games tonight. Like I said, we'll have special post-game coverage starting at 9 p.m. right here. It would actually be directly following the game, but we might be going out to dinner tonight with some of my family, kind of to celebrate Easter, you know what I mean? And also today's my half birthday, so as I'm filming this, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Have a great rest of your evening. Remember, stay tuned for Sale of the Century coming up later in about 54 minutes from now. So join us for that right here on my YouTube channel. So I'll see you all for that. Bye.